Welcome back, Student of the Game podcast. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. This is week 15, y'all. Week 15 of our NFL picks. Let's get it going. I think we did pretty good last week, so let's keep it rolling, all right? So we have first the Thursday night football game. We have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sorry, people. I mean, I spent majority of my life calling this team the San Diego Chargers. Now, all of a sudden, hey, they're the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm supposed to be used to saying that. I don't live in Los Angeles, okay? So, forgive me on that, all right? So, let's see. This game here is going to be in Los Angeles. I almost said San Diego because I was about to say stay classy, San Diego. But I'm going to tell you what. On this game here, I'm rolling with Patrick Mahomes, man. I'm rolling with Patrick Mahomes on this game big time. Seems like this second half of the season, dude has been balling. Dude has been locked and loaded and is very focused, man. And so is Andy Reid, man. They about to do the doggone thing. And guess what? They are ready to defend their AFC conference championship. To let everybody know, hey, listen. We still that team in the AFC. Yeah, we lost to Tom Brady. Yeah, we got off to a slow start. But guess what? We still the big dogs in the AFC West. Los Angeles, it's going to take a while for y'all to catch up with us, okay? Y'all just still trying to get adjusted to being called the Los Angeles Chargers. So y'all focus on that. And listen, don't worry about what we're doing Kansas City Chiefs over here. I think the Chiefs got that kind of attitude, all right? So with that being said, even though the game is going to be in Los Angeles, this is prime time, so you're going to get prime time Patrick Mahomes. All right, so I'm looking for the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game 31-20, all right? 31-20. Book it. Next game, we have another AFC squad, the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Cleveland Browns. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one. Both teams, let me see. Well, the Raiders are 7-6, and the Browns are 7-6, and the Raiders are 6-7. Baker Mayfield, from my understanding, is not going to be playing in this game due to COVID-19 protocol, okay? So I'm not sure whether or not if that means he has COVID or not, but I think he tested positive for COVID, I think. I don't know. There was kind of some conflicting reports at the time I'm doing the podcast. All right. So we may find more details later on. OK, but man, I'm going to roll with the Las Vegas Raiders, man. They just got the living daylight smacked out of them by the Kansas City Chiefs last week, which is a divisional opponent. And anytime an NFL team gets get the living daylight smacked out of them, the next week they play much better, especially when it's a division opponent who does that to them. And they're going to take all their frustrations out on the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns just got them a good victory over the Baltimore Ravens. It was a close victory, not close like they wanted it, but they got the W. That's all that matters, and they're 7-6. But with no Baker Mayfield, I don't know. I do like Casey Keenum. Casey Keenum representing 713 H-Town. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to support him, but I'm just not confident in this Cleveland Brown team to defeat this Las Vegas Raiders squad. With that being said, the score, I think this is going to be a fairly close game. I'm looking at the Raiders 23, the Cleveland Browns 17 or 16, all right? So let's go to our next matchup. The next matchup, I think, is going to be a pretty good game. We have the New England Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts. Patriots versus Colts, people. This should be a good one. This should be a good one. These two teams has a history. The big time rivalry, especially when you had Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Then you had a little bit of competition and when you had Andrew Luck versus Tom Brady for a little bit. This game is going to be in Indianapolis. The New England Patriots, they're on a roll, people. They're on a roll. The Colts, they're going, they got the running back, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he doing his thing. He's trying to get that MVP. You know what I'm saying? But the Patriots, hey, Bill Belichick is on a roll, people. He is on a serious roll, and they just got through finished beating the Buffalo Bills. They coming fresh off a bye. I'm rolling with Bill Belichick on this one. I'm looking at the Patriots to win this game. Let's see. Let's look at a reasonable score, like a 27-20. All right, 27-20. It's going to be an entertaining game for sure, though. It's going to be a real entertaining game. I really do think it's going to be an entertaining game. But we'll see how that works. All right, so the next matchup, we have hold up, that game is going, wow, those two games are going to be on Saturday. Raiders versus Browns, Patriots versus Colts. Interesting. Okay. Didn't realize that, but it's that time of the season, people. All right, so the next matchup, we have the Carolina Panthers versus the Buffalo Bills. Man, the Buffalo Bills, they just can't catch a break these past 2 weeks. A team that's for 2 decades have been getting their butts kicked by New England Patriots, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and they seem to cannot get out of that shadow. only for 1 year. But the thing about it is, hey, here's what happened with Buffalo. All right, they couldn't stop the run against the Patriots. Then when they played the Buccaneers, they defended the run fairly well, but they couldn't stop Tom Brady's passing. All right. So what's going to give on here? I'm not sure if Cam Newton's going to be starting. Cam Newton did fairly well against Buffalo last year, even though he lost, but he did fumble at the end when he was in New England. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Buffalo. But Buffalo is struggling right now. They need to get it back together, and I think a little bit of nice home cooking is going to be where it's going to suit the Buffalo Bills well. Bills Mafia is going to be out there screaming loud. Not sure how those conditions are going to be out there, but I'm looking for Buffalo to win this game. I'm looking at it. If they're going to win, this is going to be a blowout because they got a lot of tension to release. And they're going to release it on the Carolina Panthers, unfortunately, if you're a Carolina Panther fan or a Carolina Panther player or coach. So I'm looking at a 38-20. 38-20, people. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Detroit Lions. Just found out, man, my boy D-Hop is out for the season, man. I hate seeing that. I was pulling for him, even though I'm not a Cardinals fan because I'm a Seahawks fan. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, as a Seahawks fan, I don't want to pull for the Cardinals, but I like D-Hop because he was playing for my Texans. I root for the Texans and Seahawks, in case you didn't know. But I'm rolling with the Detroit Lions. I'm looking at an upset special on this one. The reason why, because the Arizona Cardinals, they're fresh off of a devastating loss, a close game against the Los Angeles Rams. And how that game ended, it's like they had the opportunity to do a Hail Mary, but Kyler Murray just was not able to get it off, and that has to be frustrating. And he also appeared to have been limping. Now, I don't know if he has some type of serious injury going on, but what I do know is I think this Detroit Lions team, they are hungry. All right, their record is not good at all, but I still believe this team is hungry. They give a lot of good effort out there, okay? And I think they may go out there and win this game. I mean, they are more than good. They're good for one, for doing an upset special on somebody. So I'm rolling with the Detroit Lions on that one. All right, the score I'm looking at, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think their defense is going to prevail and cause some turnovers. I'm looking at something like a 20-13, okay? Next matchup, we have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. I'm rolling with the Miami Dolphins on here, people. The Miami Dolphins are on the road. Ever since that trade deadline is over, Tua knows that, hey, they can't trade me this year, so I'm comfortable. I'm about to do the doggone thing, throwing about 71% complete percentages. You know what I'm saying? With Devontae Parker being hurt, Will Fuller being hurt. How many quarterbacks can say that they throwing 73% with that much firepower being hurt on offense? Not too many. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with those Miami Dolphins because they're going to cause some turnovers too with that defense going up against the Jets. I'm rolling with the Miami Dolphins, people, 23-14. All right, the next matchup, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Here's the thing, man. Dallas, they won the game against the Washington football team. Anytime you're dealing with a division opponent, it's always going to be close. They're going up against the New York Giants. This could be a close game. The Giants could win this game. But since I already did my upset special of the week, which was the Lions over the Cardinals, I'm not suspecting the Giants to beat the Cowboys. If they beat them, I will not be surprised. But I do feel like the Giants are going to play very, very hard in this game. If you're the Cowboys, you do not want to take this game lightly. You don't. CD Lamb had mentioned that, hey, they're going to win the Super Bowl. That right there could be a distraction. Get to the Super Bowl first and then say you're going to win to the Super Bowl. Get through the playoffs first. But if you're a division opponent like the New York Giants, you're going to feel disrespected and slighted. So you don't want to give your opponent bulletin board material. And it's quite possible that CD Lamb might have given the Giants bulletin board material. But still, I got the Cowboys with the win. Close win. I'm looking at a 24-21 game by the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to win. Next matchup, we have the Washington football team versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Another division rival. This game can go either way. This can go either way. I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts. The Washington football team is a pretty good defense, but I think this Philly defense has the opportunity to create some turnovers over Taylor Heineken. So I'm going to roll with the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts leading the way with I'm going to roll with a 26-20 score on this one here. All right. Next matchup, we have the Tennessee Titans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers didn't look too good their last game. They didn't look too good. Didn't look too good to me. But let me see. Tennessee Titans, coming fresh off of kicking the living snot out of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's just like beating up on the Jaguars. That's almost like a tune-up game for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to enter this game very, very confident going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's up to the Steelers to seal that, to break that confidence. All right, but I'm going to roll with the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one because I trust Mike Tomlin and I trust Big Ben Roethlisberger. I'm looking at a 24-13 score, Pittsburgh. All right. Next matchup, we got the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Worse versus worser. Well, worser versus worse because I think the Texans. Whoa, I almost knocked my light off. That's crazy. But anyways, I think the Texans are in a far off worse position than the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though with all the drama that's going on with Urban Meyer over there, all right? But I'm confident that Urban Meyer is going to get I'm confident that he's going to be able to prevail more than David Culley. I know you may say I'm insane, but listen, you don't know what's going on in Houston for real. But I'm rolling with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got blown out by the Houston Texans first game of the season. The Jaguars probably like, man, we let this team blow us out. We let this team be able to walk around and say, well, at least we blew out the Jaguars. So if I'm the Jaguars, I'm itching to get revenge on the Houston Texans, all right, and blow them out. So and also in that game, Trevor Lawrence started to get it rolling in that late third and all the way in through the fourth quarter. So if I'm him, I'm going back looking at film. This team's defense and offense is obviously a whole lot worse than what it was when they played earlier this season. So we got two rookie quarterbacks, Davis Mills versus Trevor Lawrence. So we'll see what it do. I'm rolling with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game in Jacksonville. I'm going to be looking at a score of 33-20. 33-20. All right, we'll roll with that. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Denver. Thought I had a water over here. Could use a water. But I'm looking at the Cincinnati Bengals at the Denver Broncos playing in Denver. On this game here, the Broncos just came off of a win. They dedicated that win to Demaryius Thomas, who passed. Rest in peace. Prayers to his family. Demaryius, they dedicate the game to Demaryius Thomas, and they went out there and won. I'm looking at the Denver Broncos to win. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to roll with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're going to win this game. I mean, they just had a bad loss last week against the Chargers. They're ready to bounce back. They're trying to get that division. They're still in contention for that division in the AFC North. So this is a very, very big game for Cincinnati. It's a big game for Denver, too, if they're trying to get that wild card spot, or maybe try to gain some steam and pick up some momentum and try to potentially win the division if the Chiefs lose, all right? So I'm going to roll with the Cincinnati Bengals, though. I'm looking for the Bengals to win this game. Let's see. Let's roll with a 26 to... Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go with a 33-26 Bengals, all right? Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Falcons, them Dirty Birds, versus the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers just won a close game against the, you know what? I said the Bengals lost to the Chargers. No, the Bengals lost to the 49ers in the close game. So, but I still have the Bengals winning that game. All right, so the 49ers, they're rolling. They're going to be playing up against the Atlanta Falcons in San Francisco, all right, in Anaheim or whatever heck you want to say where they play at. But I'm rolling with the Niners on this one. I don't want the Niners to win because that hurts my Seattle Seahawks playoff chances because they own the tiebreaker with the 49ers. But by the Niners beating the Atlanta Falcons, that keep the Falcons out of the Seahawks' way and it bring them down a notch. But I'm rolling with the San Francisco 49ers beating the Atlanta Falcons. The Niners, they have that wicked pass rush, and they're going to get all up in Matt Ryan's grill, who is about as mobile as a Christmas tree. So I'm going to look at the 49ers winning this game. Let's roll with a... and this is Kyle Shanahan going up against his former team too, right? Yeah, so I'm looking for the 49ers to really kick some butt in this game. I'm looking at a 34-17 victory by the Niners. All right, the next matchup, we have my Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams in Los Angeles. We owe the Rams. So the Seahawks, I already said the Seahawks going to win the remainder of their game, so they're going to get that number 6 and number 7 wild card spot and make some noise in the playoffs, people, because Russell Wilson is healthy and that defense is starting to kick and the run game is ready to roll. And guess what? A lot of people have been testing positive over there for the Los Angeles Rams. So far, knock on wood, the Seattle Seahawks, they are looking good as far as COVID testing and positive and negative tests and stuff like that. So I'm rolling with the Seattle Seahawks, baby, to win this game. Boom, 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 boom. 27-20. 20. All right, games are always close when they're going up against the Rams, no matter what type of Seahawks team or Rams team that is out there. Next matchup, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not sure if Lamar Jackson is out for this game. I'm gonna have to go look up on that. I know he hurt his ankle in the last game, so prayers to him. Hopefully, he have a speedy recovery. All right, so on this game here, I'm looking at the Green Bay Packers to win this game. I'm looking at a score of, let's roll with 27-17, Green Bay Packers. All right, and our final matchup, I take that back. Our Sunday night matchup, we have the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, I'm rolling with Tom Brady. Brady versus Taysom Hill. Come on, people. Really? I'm rolling with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. National television also. He's not going to let Taysom Hill beat him, embarrass him on national TV. So I'm rolling with Tom Brady and those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to win this game 34-17. Next matchup, final matchup, Monday night matchup, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. I am rolling with the Minnesota Vikings. Even though the Bears start to look decent toward the end of that game, listen, I'm rolling with the Vikings. Kirk's first, second, third, fourth cousins is going to do the doggone thing, people. And I'm looking at the Vikings, and they got Dalvin Cook back also. I'm looking at the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. It's going to be a close game, though. I'm looking at a 24-20 score. All right, so let's do a full recap. So a Thursday night game, we have the Chiefs over the Chargers. The Saturday games, we have the Raiders over the Browns, and we have the Patriots over the Colts. Our Sunday games, we have the Bills over the Panthers, the Lions over the Cardinals, Dolphins over the Jets, Cowboys over the Giants, Eagles over Washington football team, Steelers over the Titans, Jaguars over the Texans, Bengals over the Broncos, 49ers over the Falcons, Seahawks, of course, over the Rams, Packers over the Ravens, Buccaneers over the Saints, and the Vikings over the Bears. All right, so that's going to conclude our Week 15 edition of our NFL picks and predictions. All right, share your thoughts in the comment section below if you're watching on the YouTube channel, and also let me know who do you think are going to win the upcoming games. All right, and don't forget we have 2 games on Saturday, people, and let me know who you think is going to win, whether you agree or disagree. All right, and also, hey man, hit that like and subscribe button so that way when I drop a new video, it comes directly to you. You get notified. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.